A large number of women usually have pain and discomfort during their menstrual period, beyond the typical menstrual cramps. There are those who suffer from discomfort such as irritation of the intimate area, burning, itching and, in some cases, infections. Fortunately, today different ways of having a less painful period are known. While it is important to consult the doctor or gynecologist when the pains are severe, most of the time we can reduce them, and even relieve them, by adopting certain habits. Did you know that you may be ignoring some of the causes of these discomforts? Next, we want to tell you more about it in Of Course. We detail what you can do to improve it. How to have a less painful menstruation. There are many factors related to the discomforts typical of the menstrual period. Some, such as hormonal activity and the presence of certain diseases, cannot control them. However, others have to do with the habits and care we have during those days. And therefore, there is much we can do to try to alleviate it. 1. Bet on healthy intimate hygiene products. Currently, there is a wide variety of intimate hygiene products that allow you to cope with menstruation more comfortably. Many of the conventional products, such as compresses, protectors and tampons, are made with plastic, conventional cotton, sprayed with pesticides, and chemicals that do not respect the vaginal microbiota. The great drawback is that these characteristics are conducive to the accumulation of sweat, bacteria and debris that later create a bad smell. In addition, they also cause irritation, itching and other discomforts. Even frequent contact with these substances, among which glyphosate is found, is considered a risk factor for diseases such as endometriosis and infertility. Luckily, in contrast to all this, we find healthy alternatives such as NatureCare products, made with natural and organic ingredients, such as organic cotton, wood pulp and vegetable starch. It has a complete line of hygienic towels, daily protectors and organic cotton tampons that are also breathable and free of any perfume or dye. Among other things, it is worth mentioning that it is one of the intimate hygiene product lines with the best market references. Those who have tried them point out that its use stops annoying itching, burning and even menstrual cramps. Although all of this is anecdotic, it is worth giving them an opportunity to verify these benefits. 2. Be sure to use organic cotton. Continuing with the above, it is important to highlight in a special way the importance of using organic cotton. Frequently, we use conventional products without finding out what they are made of. Therefore, we are not usually aware of its relationship with vaginal burning, irritation and other discomforts typical of menstruation. And, added to the environmental impact it generates, the type of cotton that feminine hygiene items usually contain compromises well-being. Its cultivation has been listed as one of the dirtiest in the world, since it uses more insecticides and pesticides than any other. On the contrary, products with organic cotton such as those of NatureCare are free of these elements. A study carried out in 2015 by researchers from the Faculty of Exact Sciences of the National University of La Plata found that 85% of the analyzed conventional buffers contained glyphosate. This toxic chemical is present in the Monsanto herbicide, Roundup, which is often used on conventional cotton crops worldwide. There is evidence that associates exposure to this chemical with reproductive problems and diseases. 3. Stay away from aggressive chemicals. The vagina is one of the most delicate areas of the entire body. Despite having a macrobiotic that protects it against infectious agents, it does not have a process to break down or eliminate chemicals that come in contact with it when we use certain products. In the case of intimate hygiene items, such as female towels and tampons, 5 toxic ingredients have been recognized. Plastic, an element that, in addition to a contaminant, causes a sweaty environment that causes the appearance of bad odors, irritation and infections. Dioxins, is a chemical that results from bleaching cotton with chlorine. Its exposure has been linked to hormonal problems and reproductive damage, as detailed by a report from the World Health Organization, WHO. Superabsorbent polymers, SAP, they are derived from petroleum that can cause irritation and bad odors. Pesticides, a toxic chemical that is often used in cotton crops. Dyes, its use is unnecessary and can cause alterations of the vaginal microbiota, resulting in irritations and increased risk of infection. So, how to avoid these chemicals to have a less painful and annoying menstruation? It is simply a matter of knowing how to choose. Today there are many options to take care of the intimate area on the days of the period. Many gynecologists recommend NatureCare products to women who suffer from allergies, irritation, pain and itching in their menstruation. 4. Improve your diet. Turning to another very important issue. When it comes to reducing the pain of menstruation, it is essential to make some adjustments in the diet. According to a study published in the medical journal Obstetrics and Gynecology, a diet rich in vegetables and low in fat can reduce the intensity of dysmenorrhea and the duration of premenstrual symptoms. 5. Try heat therapy. Heat therapy has been used for many years as Cody UV before to have a less painful menstruation. A research published in Evidence-Based Nursing found that heat applied topically was as effective as ibuprofen for cramps menstrual. In addition, it also reduces swelling and induces relaxation. 6. Consume an anti-inflammatory infusion. Another therapeutic option of natural origin against the ailments of the period are anti-inflammatory infusions. In fact, a review in Iranian Journal of Pharmaceutical Research found that L-to-herbal medicine is promising to calm primary dysmenorrhea. Some options include chamomile, ginger, cinnamon, mint. 7. Perform regular physical exercise. Physical exercise is recommended throughout the menstrual cycle. Both sports and other forms of physical activity favor the release of endorphins, known as well-being hormones. Thanks to this, your regular practice helps to have a less painful menstruation and, in addition to this, improves mood. Spend at least 20 minutes daily. 8. Practice relaxation techniques. Spending time to pleasant activities. Meditating, doing yoga or practicing any form of relaxation can contribute to the relief of many of the discomforts of the period. Not only does it have an effect on mood, but it also helps relieve pain and discomfort in the intimate area. 9. Avoid self-medication. It is true that many over-the-counter pain relievers can be helpful in relieving menstrual cramps. However, it is not advisable to exceed its consumption and, to the extent possible, ask the professional, doctor or pharmacist, what are the appropriate doses. As for other symptoms such as irritation and itching, it is also not convenient to use any product. You have to find out what is its origin to determine an appropriate treatment. 10. Consult the gynecologist. That menstruation is painful and uncomfortable is normal to some extent. However, if it occurs with severe and persistent symptoms, it is best to request gynecological care. Occasionally, both cramps and irritation, burning and bad odors have their origin in conditions of greater care. Therefore, additional tests may be necessary to determine it. Definitely to have a less painful menstruation, it is worth paying more attention to the intimate hygiene products used, and opt for alternatives such as NatureCare, which ensures organic, ecological and free items of any irritating or harmful substance. It is also important to review life habits and periodically consult the gynecologist. Keep that in mind now.